Oh, yeah.
What happened to your sheriff?
There is powerful niggardry at work here.
Now available at urbannerds.com. Now available at urbannerds.com. Now available at urbannerds.com. Now available at urbannerds.com.
Yeah, let's get right to it. Welcome to the show. Hit that like button for me, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. I just really wanted to go in on this briefly. I think it was just something I found that was just hilarious. It was an incredible little internet moment, and I actually shout out to Mark Lamont Hill. I rarely talk about Mark Lamont Hill on this show without having something really negative and maybe even awful to say about the man. And we're not going to do that today. Today, we are not going to say anything bad about Mark Lamont Hill, even though he probably still believes that some men can have babies or whatever. That whole moment will live forever in my mind. But he did a really good thing the other day. He really did a great thing. He put a hoe on blast, and I didn't really expect that from Mark. I really did not expect Mark to be the guy to be putting a hoe on blast, but he did. He did. He really did. And then shout out to Mark. And we're gonna get to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and her diploma and all that. I mean, this whole show was really about her and her diploma, but there's a bit of a buildup. I need you to understand the moment we're in right now. How we've all gotten here to this moment, how we've come to this place together. And basically, she's been accused of not really being a doctor, right? That's the obvious long and short of it all. And here, let me jump to that real quick. You know, they can tell the story here better than I can.
With the questions that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not?
Well, a couple of things, right? I have multiple degrees, and my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals. My proof is already within my credentials, my degrees, and also more than just my titles, it's in how effective I've been. All of my sessions have been live for the most part. My sessions with Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, Shannon Sharp, B. Simone, they have all been for the world to see.
Now, she is calling all of these internet YouTube appearances live therapy sessions, which is a bold ass move. I had no idea, looking back, watching her interact with all these celebrities on a camera and a staged environment was a type of therapy session. I had no idea we were watching a therapy session. And I mean, not that it's impossible, but I always thought that a therapy session was like something private. You know, the therapy has that. What's it called? Where your therapist can't talk about you in public. I forgot the name of that clause, but they have a kind of like, you know, a shut the fuck up pause, right? A clause, right? They have a clause about not talking about, you know, the doctor-patient, it's doctor-patient privilege. I think that's what it's called, right? You're not supposed to violate doctor-patient confidentiality. And if the patient agrees, then you can probably do whatever, right? But I just thought that it would be odd that all of a sudden we were watching therapy sessions. Like, looking back, nobody ever told me she was doing therapy online. Do any of you guys remember hearing her tell us that she was actually having live therapy sessions while she was talking to these people online? I had no idea that's what that was.
Right? So no one knew who Dr. Bryant was prior to seeing all of my sessions that were live. And they deemed it, as well as I did before they did it, they can't validate me, I validated myself. They deemed it as my work being effective. I am effective at what I do. I'm educated and I'm successful in my lane. And I'll land on this. I created my own lane. And so a lot of times, Marissa, when people see that you created something that maybe they couldn't, admiration turns into envy. And you got to be okay. And you got to be okay with that in that
as an
space.
attack. But I think, and I've gotten this question from many viewers, and I owe it to them, in service to them. Why not drop doctor from your name if you cannot bring forth that doctoral degree?
So I've already covered this, right? And we're here obviously to talk about my new book.
That's a good question. Why not drop doctor from your name if you can't prove that you're an actual doctor?
So I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. And we're going to leave it just as that. Yeah.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Baby, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
And that's where, and you're standing by that.
Standing by it. Yeah, because I earned it. Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. I know you're going to hang around. And
I want to thank you for asking the hard questions.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, I'm a journalist with 2 degrees at the end of the day.
Many?
And so I.
Ooh, degree battle. She like, look, man, you can't be over here faking the funk about your degrees, because I got degrees. And if you come around here with your counterfeit degrees, you're going to make my degrees look counterfeit too. And I'm not up here trying to be chilling with no fugazi degree having ass bitch. That's just not what we do over here. That is not Black excellence, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. I know you're going to hang around. And
I want to thank you for asking the hard questions.
Well, I
appreciate that.
You know, I'm a journalist with 2 degrees at the end of the day. And so I had 2.
Come on. Girl.
Yes, Northwestern and Emory University. So I had to make sure I display that as well as a journalist. So thank you for coming and for hanging around. We're going to have some fun in just a little bit.
She low-key dunked on her, though. You know, I got to make sure I displayed that. You know, she did low-key dunk on her. But a lot of people seem to be, they kind of turn it against the good Dr. Bryant.
I shouldn't even have to do this. It's ridiculous. Over a month ago, I came to you and apologized for platforming Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I felt I had a responsibility considering my sister is the former president of the American Psychological Association, one of the youngest to ever hold that position. Not soon after that, I received an email, a cease and desist, not to mention her name or to speak to the controversy. I scanned down to the bottom, and it was not from a lawyer, not from an attorney, not anybody who was barred. It was from Cheyenne Bryant herself. I said, I'm going to walk away. I do not want to be a part of black on black crime. So I let it go, never addressed it, never mentioned it again.
Hold up now. Do you suddenly believe in black on black crime? I don't know. People be so like finicky about when black on black crime is a thing, but the good reverend over here, he's telling us that, I could have opened fire on this lying ass, scamming ass YouTube therapist, but he chose not to because, I'm black, you black, she black, we black.
Till I received this email on yesterday from Dr. Jaquel Pitts, who is serving as the president of Indiana Southwest Christian University, who said to me in writing that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has just received her PhD in theocentric psychology. I did a quick Google search. Indiana, the whole state, does not recognize Indiana Southwestern Christian University, is not registered.
Whoa. Are you telling me she out here scamming again? Think about what he just said. Run that back a little bit.
From Dr. Jaquel Pitts, who is serving as the president of Indiana Southwest Christian University.
Indiana Southwest Christian University. All right, it's a Christian school. The Lord has ordained this school.
Who said to me in writing that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has just received her PhD in theocentric psychology.
All right, one, if you just now, because he just dropped this video recently, if you just now receiving your PhD, your degree, as it were, that means you have been lying up until now. You were not holding your degree up until now, your degree in psychology. All right, that's one. All right, your timeline is all jammed up, makes you kind of look janky. And then on top of that, you have this issue of a theocentric, hold on, what did he call it? Let me get it right. Theocentric psychology. What is theocentric psychology? I've never heard. Is that like God body therapy? Like what is theocentric psychology? I don't understand. I've never heard that. I've never heard a phrase like that put together before.
PhD in theocentric psychology. I did a quick Google search. Indiana, the whole state, does not recognize Indiana Southwestern Christian University, is not registered.
Now, the good reverend here, he is telling us that the degree that she got just now, that she never had before when we was asking for it, the degree that she got just now in the mail, it comes from a school that's not even an official school according to the state that it's supposed to be registered in. All right, are you following the ball?
The president claimed that the degree is in theocentric psychology. Again, I didn't even use Claude or ChatGPT. Google, the cheapest one, says that theocentric psychology shifts a person from ego to universal thought. I don't even know what that means. The president goes on to
what is universal thought? Is that like the mind of the universe? Is that the mind of God? Is that like Nirvana theory or something? Like, what kind of shit do you have a degree in? That's all people want to know. What kind of shit did you study and become an official master of?
say that they cannot provide any transcripts. I send a one-line email. Who are y'all accredited by? And he sent me back this. Accreditation Religioso. I don't know what this means. But ladies and gentlemen.
What? Did that nigga just talk Latin? Hold up. Did that nigga just use Latin? Did he just try to make up a fake Latin word, by the way?
And he sent me back this. Accreditation Religioso.
Wait a minute now. Hold the hell up now. Let me see. Do I have that picture? Yeah, I grabbed this picture. This picture was posted from the internet, you know. It's unverified, all right? Let's just throw that out there. This is an unverified image. I'm not totally sure which video this still frame came from, but it does appear to be a very tacky looking diploma. This is like a diploma you could print out on any printer you buy for $75. But Indiana Southwest Christian University, Cheyenne, Bryant, degree of psychology. I can't really read the whole one. Let me see. Let me pull this up on my phone and zoom in on this real quick. I got to zoom in. I wonder what that other word right there is. But it appears that she is trying to resolve her accreditation, her issue about being degreed and whatnot. I forgot how you say that word, accreditation, whatever. But apparently, oh yeah, Doctor of Psychology, Theocentric Psychology. Why does your degree, why does your degree have like repetitive language in it? Doctor of Psychology, Theocentric Psychology. I had to zoom in on that middle word. That word right there in the middle, it says Doctor of Psychology, Theocentric Psychology, with all the right honors and privileges thereout pertaining. They out here degree hustling, y'all. Niggas is crafty. Niggas is real crafty lately.
I don't know what this means. But ladies and gentlemen, the last line that I've highlighted for you is no transcript can be provided. I'm not going back and forth with y'all. The president of Indiana Southwest Christian University doesn't even have a college email. Jackwell Pitts is on Gmail. So if you want the transcript,
your university is on Gmail, bro. That is amazing. That is thoroughly unprofessional. How your whole university use Gmail?
Email him directly, and maybe he'll be able to give you answers I'm not able to provide. Y'all, let's shut the case on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. The only robes I want to see people in are the 500 kids who are trying to go to Howard, an accredited school. God bless you.
Now, this is what Cheyenne Bryant, we got to get used to not calling her doctor without making a joke out of it. But this is what the YouTube doctor recently dropped. Kind of, it's like she's making fun of the whole degree issue.
Is this my camera? Oh, this is my camera? Oh, this is my camera?
What are all these papers on the wall, by the way? I really wish I could zoom in better on that, but I know the shot's not gonna. You need some really good tech to really zoom in on those words on the wall behind her. But like, who house you sitting in? I know this is not your wall full of papers on it. Don't no wall you own got this many papers on it. And one of the things I realized when you look at, like, when you zoom in, so to speak, on like Cheyenne Bryant, you look at her internet footprint. As much as she wants to be known for her interviews with big name celebrities and all of her media appearances and whatnot, when you look at a lot of what she puts out, just personally, right? Not even as a part of a big production, just what she chooses to put out on her own phone or whatever, it's like she just wants to put out that energy. You know, she just gives off like modern attention-seeking internet thought behavior. And that's really what this whole, little mock YouTube video is kind of giving right now. And, people wasn't feeling it already. And that shit did not help. Like, trying to troll your haters didn't work for you this time. I don't know what to do for you, Cheyenne.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, in this video, this is where I think she has been caught. This is what I think. Because a lot of people I know that are therapists who have gone through the training, they are like, yo, she's fake. Because if you have degrees, you just show them. It's not a big deal. You'll know where the person went to school. You'll know their dissertation things, all kinds of. This is what but my thing is this video she just did is so terrible. Now it feels like you're really lying because you could have doctored up all those little degrees. How are you going to have 800 degrees behind you? I mean, that's just so hacky. And then you're going to put on graduation clothes.
These degrees, I know none of those papers either. All of those are just fake papers that you put on the wall as part of your stat, whatever you paid for that. Or you in somebody else's house. Like you got a really smart friend, or your lawyer or whatever knows the really smart guy with all these papers on the wall. But I know those don't belong to you, Cheyenne. You can't even pretend to be a real doctor. I know you're not pretending to be all this other shit too.
I think you're drowning in quicksand. Graduation clothing, that's called wardrobe. Anybody can get a wardrobe. You can go to a costume shop and pretend like you're a graduate for Halloween. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to diss her, man, but that just, you shouldn't have said anything, but you're dressing in front going, let me put on the I graduated with. Nobody does that. Nobody does it. And then you could have had, and all the degrees.
You don't get a degree from an internet university. I mean, hold on, let me run that back. You don't get a cap and a gown from an internet diploma. Like, nobody needs a cap and a gown with their internet diploma. They will email that shit to you. You can't email a cap and a gown.
These behind you are blurry. You can't even read the mother. And you could Photoshop anything. You can AI anything. Who knows? But how many degrees do you have? You have 80 degrees on the wall. Now, the controversy behind Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, the so-called therapist or whatever, everybody's questioning her degrees and she just won't show them. Listen, I've been watching all of this and I'm like, yo, just, show your degrees. What's the big deal? I mean, listen, people can do whatever they want to. There's a lot of people online giving advice that are not certified anything. There are models online that are not real models. A lot of people are phony and full of, all right? I don't have a degree in African American studies. I don't, but I read a lot of books, but I don't call myself a professor or none of that. All right, none of that. I'm just a comedian. That's it. That's it. But, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, yo, someone in the comments said that is Cap University, which was funny as hell. Listen, I'm just saying that this is not a good look. This really, really doesn't validate you being a doctor. because it looks like you doctored all of this up.
We talking about before
Cheyenne Bryant.
So Cheyenne Bryant.
Yes.
The internet's been ablaze all week.
Ablaze.
They've been lighting ass up. Because everybody does the Netflix challenge. By the way,
Of
Juicy
course.
did a good one. Juicy challenge.
Do me a favor, y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on the show. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit me on the Venmo at The Hoodservative if you want to support the show, that is. If you want to support the show, you can also click the link pinned to the chat. You can buy me a coffee of any size at buymeacoffee.com. But thanks for watching either way, man. Appreciate y'all coming out.
Did a good one. But everybody been doing the Netflix thing where they sit down and do they mock documentary about whatever's going on. And Cheyenne Bryant jumped on and did one wearing a doctoral robe.
It's hers.
And it's hers. And
come on,
saying, my Netflix documentary will be on people saying that part 1 will be people saying I didn't have a doctorate, and the next 9 episodes will be all the haters and
2 to 10, 2 to 12,
2 to 12, whatever, be all the haters basically trying to prove that I didn't have one or whatever. Basically clapping back. That was like it seemed like a clap back. And then like 7 seconds later, the internet did some research and they clapped back too.
They found a doctoral outfit on Amazon.
Well, they did a couple things. First, they zoomed in on the back wall, and they showed that there were degrees on the wall, but not the doctoral degree. It was just a...
Yeah, there was something on that wall, but that wasn't her paperwork, all right? There was something on that wall, but that wall wasn't legit. I can tell looking at that wall did not belong there.
They found a doctoral outfit on Amazon.
Well, they did a couple things. First, they zoomed in on the back wall, and they showed that there were degrees on the wall, but not the doctoral degree. It was just a certificate that said Dr. Bryant, all lowercase, with no school on it. And then they researched her robes and hood and saw that it was for the wrong degree and that it wasn't from that school. And so I thought, and I wouldn't know y'all, I thought she was just leaning into the joke.
That's me too.
I thought she was just being funny and having fun with
trolling.
You think she intentionally knew this was the wrong shit to put on?
Yes.
No.
So that's where I don't think she knew that.
I don't think she cared. I just think she found a robe somewhere and just leaned into the joke.
That's what I think. I don't know about leaning into the joke. I just think she grabbed whatever robe she felt was cute enough to wear, and she wore it. And then she tried to troll all her haters, and now she looked dumb.
I think that Dr. Bryant has now become a personality. And to the Mandy point and Flip point, I think now she knows what gets the algorithms going. That translates into revenue for her. And so I think that she's now stepping into that lane where I don't give a fuck as long as it's getting me paid.
Now, I don't know about her getting paid. I'm not sure about all of that. I don't know how any of this controversy helps you be a better internet therapist or whatever. Because that's all you've been famous for up until recently is being a YouTube therapist, right? And then having YouTube drama. Because every time you get out on YouTube, you have like little catty moments with people, unless it's like some flirty shit with some celebrity nigga you like. But really, it's drama.
Only externally, but internally, what they do carry at the nucleus of who they are is discipline and boundaries.
If gentle parenting creates gentle children, sign me up. I definitely want to create more gentle adults, especially men. Hold on, everybody, especially men.
You are
My
a
God,
you are
are
a
you kidding?
very.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. That's what we need in the world is more gentle men who understand.
Ray, you're very gentle, and it comes at an angle that doesn't always work for people.
Let's just stop and go back.
Is this who you want to get your life coaching from?
Because I'm wrapping the show and you're interrupting me.
First of all,
this is what we spent a whole meeting on this.
First of all, Teray,
why don't you let me wrap the show? I'm ending the show.
First of all,
we're getting out of here. Like, what is the point? What is the point? It says go to host up.
When you're talking to me, lower your fucking voice when you're talking to me, because you're acting very, very gentle, very soft, and very feminine. And this is the problem. Teray, you talk to your wife like that. You don't talk to me like that. I am not your wife. You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your wife, gentle. I'm not your wife, softy. Don't talk to me like that. You talk to your wife like that, not me. Teray, talk to your wife like that. Do not talk to me like that. That is not how you prepare. That is not how you professionally approach me. Don't fucking talk to me like that. Check.
Frank and Ariva, I apologize.
Check yourself. You don't talk to me like that.
Hold
talk
on,
to your
Doc.
wife like that.
Doc, hold on.
Shut the fuck up talking to me like that. That's what you do. That's what you do.
And this was before she got her internet degree. Imagine how she's gonna be now that she got papers on her name.
You better tap into your gentleness and real quick.
Are we ready?
I've been ready. Been ready.
Ariva, Frank, you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah. You ready to wrap this up?
Yes, as I was doing.
And then we'll speak off camera. Here we go.
We always ask, when should a parent be held responsible for their children's behavior, whether it's at school, tantrum in Walmart, whatever? Let's flip the lens. There's a difference between the parent mourning a child lost to violence and the one silently praying because their child pulled the trigger. To continue to see the show and support Black media.
Now, we all remember that whole meltdown. It was really awkward and kind of like just inexplicable. Like, why would you even spaz? Like, what the hell did he even do? You were clearly trying to talk over the man when he was in his hosting role, trying to wrap up the show. And you niggas, you just didn't want to respect him in his role. You kept calling him soft and all this extra shit. Like, clearly not using any of your doctor therapy skills that you had before, that you were supposed to have already, I mean. And so now that nigga hates you forever. Whatever you think about this nigga, he hates you forever.
Miss Cheyenne Bryant hath returned with a new video where she's trying to gaslight us into thinking, yes, she does have advanced degrees. The text below said, when Netflix does a documentary.
And by the way, does therapy even count as a quote advanced degree? Like, can you really have an advanced degree in talking to people about how they feel about shit that happened to them? Like, I have an advanced degree in hearing about when you know your uncle used to crawl into your room that night. You know, I'm a master at listening to that story. Like, how do you get an advanced degree in some therapy shit? I don't really get that, but whatever. What do I know?
On Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, episode 1 will ask, is she really a doctor? Episodes 2 through 10 will investigate why complete jealous, envious haters tried to prove she wasn't.
Is this my camera? Oh, this is my camera? Oh, this is my camera?
The audacity to imagine a future where a Netflix documentary exonerates you and proves you are a real doctor, even though you're not. The delusions of grandeur. 10 episodes that turn a harsh lens on your many, many complete, jealous, envious, no good, very bad haters. Yes, that should have been completely not complete. Girl can't exonerate herself.
You know, he hates this nigga with all, he hates Cheyenne Bryant with all of the passion and the bitterness of an angry homosexual, right? Because I'm not gonna call him gay. He a little suburban ass mixed nigga, whatever. Like, shout out to him. I don't really got no issues with him personally. You be great. But he hates that nigga. He hates that woman with all of the passion of an angry, bitter homosexual. I swear to God. You ain't never see a man have such hatred for a woman unless he was gay or an ex. Like, this is really only 2 ways to have this much hatred for a broad. And he's really tapping into that homosexual rage right now.
But her future Netflix doc will. She posted that video asserting that she's right. That's the vibe. Look, she's a graduate after all. We see her in cap and gown. Long after people started asking her to prove that she has an advanced degree, here she is in something one wears at a graduation, which means she must have graduated, right? So the laugh is on all of us who didn't believe her. Clearly, she's telling the truth, right? Instead of stepping up with any of the actual things that would end the conversation by proving she is a doctor, like an advanced degree, a dissertation, instead of any of that, she's flexing in a cap and gown like that's saying something. Wait till you find out what she's really saying.
It's really like a Temu cap and gown. So you should have just kept it a buck. I mean, kept it easy and simple with a black cap and gown. You could have just kept it in all black, but you had to go get some colorful shit that anybody could look up easy.
Because it's becoming really strange. It's giving pathological. At one point, it seemed like a marketing thing where she had tried to call herself a doctor as a shortcut. But now it's like she's insisting on this lie that's so obviously a lie to everyone. It's not that we tried to prove that she's not a doctor. It's that she failed to prove that she's a doctor. Everyone can see that you lied. But after all this time, you continue to say that you didn't and still refuse to do the simple things that would prove that you're not. It's weird. This cap and gown don't prove nothing. The internet figured it out quickly. Many people.
Oh, the internet on her ass, y'all. And then shout out to Mark Lamont Hill. He ain't making it no better. We about to jump to Mark Lamont Hill right quick next because, wow.
Pointed out that cap and gown very well could have been purchased on Amazon.
Took me 12 seconds to find it on Amazon. $83. $83. You're not about to keep playing in my face.
I'm gonna just chalk it up to now she has her costume for Halloween. She's gonna go as a doctor.
They're not wrong, but I don't think that's where she got that cap and gown from. I don't think she just bought that for this video. I did think when I saw it, is that what they wore when people graduated from Argosy University? No, it is not.
A PhD from Argosy University, your regalia will feature a traditional black doctoral gown with dark blue, PhD blue, velvet accents. The doctoral hood uses black as the base, trimmed with the same dark blue velvet and lined with the Argosy University school colors.
This is what they wore. But let's not get bogged down in details, because I don't think Miss Cheyenne's freelance cap and gown from Nowhere University is something she bought from Amazon to continue.
My nigga says she went to Nowhere University where she got a master's at nothingness. She was studying nothingness at Nowhere University. I bet she was gone for 4 years trying to get this shit. How you go to Nowhere University? Oh my God. That's worse than any state college you can name.
Cosplaying as a person with advanced degrees. No, I now believe the truth is actually worse. I believe that cap and gown are actually from.
Listen, I know he's really enjoying this Freeman Journal. I know the Freeman Journal says he's really enjoying this. And I'm enjoying this too. But he's really enjoying this because they got a personal beef. Like, when was the last time you actually had a personal beef with a woman? You know what I mean? Like, it's not some shit that you get into all that often. He's really, really loving it. He's twisting the knife right now. This is what they call turning the knife. You know, you can't just jab it in. You got to rotate that shit 90 degrees.
A graduation ceremony for an honorary degree.
So the robe wasn't random. It's the robe from the honorary doctorate she received from United Graduate College and Seminary in partnership with the Black Agenda.
Oh, it was an honorary robe she got for a bullshit degree from a bullshit place. Hold up. Run that back, my internet detective nigga.
Ceremony for an honorary degree.
So the robe wasn't random. It's the robe from the honorary doctorate she received from United Graduate College and Seminary in partnership with the Black Agenda.
Bro, internet detectives are like fucking CSI. I'm telling you. Because you know, like when you watch any of these police shows, actual CSI, whatever, when you watch these TV shows, they make you like think that these niggas be in a lab taking in microscopic evidence. Like I found a follicle under a mattress, and that's how I know that this nigga did it. You know, that's not what happens. It's a bunch of niggas on the internet doing autistic levels of research until they crack the code, man. Shout out to internet detectives, y'all.
Hope wasn't random. It's the role from the honorary doctorate she received from United Graduate College and Seminary in partnership with the Black Agenda. It appears to be the regalia from the honorary doctorate ceremony.
This Cheyenne Bryant.
What is the Black Agenda degree? Hold up. She got a degree for the Black Agenda? What the hell do that even mean? You got a fake degree for a fake ass idea? That's not even a college study. So you go to school and you get a degree in Black Agenda? Wait, what the fuck do that even mean?
It isn't random. It's the role from the honorary doctorate she received from United Graduate College and Seminary in partnership with the Black Agenda.
In partnership with the Black Agenda. So she got it for, all right, so a college somewhere partnered with the air quotes Black Agenda to give her fake paperwork, y'all. You know, the fact that you had to partner with the air quotes Black Agenda to give her fake paperwork, it just reeked of a nigga scam, bro. This feels like a Nigerian scam. I bet you the person on the other end of that degree was a Nigerian. This feels like a foreign degree mill scam type of thing here. Like, what do you mean you partnered with the Black Agenda?
Believe that cap and gown are actually from a graduation ceremony for an honorary degree.
So the robe wasn't random. It's the robe from the honorary doctorate she received from United Graduate College and Seminary in partnership with the Black Agenda. It appears to be the regalia from the honorary doctorate ceremony.
This Cheyenne Bryant wore a cap and gown from an honorary degree ceremony on the socials to try to prove that she had been telling the truth about having a real degree. This is the first big thing she said since this all blew up. She must know honorary degrees do not count. She's padding her resume with honorary degrees and acting like they're real. That's diabolical. Honorary degrees don't make you a doctor, sis. She's lying to make us think she's truthful. It's giving gaslighting. It's giving con artist. She's not a doctor.
I gotta tell you, this is the meanest cat fight I've ever seen in watching the internet. I don't usually watch girl fight shit on the internet, but this nigga Torre is really good at girl fighting on the internet. You know, you gotta give him his props, y'all.
But she pretends to be one in order to help people who aren't well. This is a profound lie that could have devastating consequences for real people. I'm surprised we haven't seen lawsuits yet.
All right, now we gotta take a palate cleanser. You know, we gotta rinse out all this girl fight energy with some nigga energy.
A lick! You ain't gonna tell me that the Cheyenne Bryant did that, nigga. You ain't gonna make me feel like this woman went to motherfucking Google, went to Amazon, and put down, bought it, and put it on, nigga. She not serious. She trolling, y'all.
That's her honorary game. That's deep game right there. Like, you found out that was her honorary gown for her honorary degree. Like, you ain't studied for nothing in your whole life. How you a doctor? You ain't never studied for shit.
She trolling. Cheyenne Bryant, yo, listen. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know if you're single in a relationship. I don't know. I like you. I think you cool. You know what I'm saying? If I were, no, I can't say that. I think you cool. The problem is like now you going into muddy waters. You playing around with the doctor shit. You playing around with trolling. Then you playing around with Netflix. You tagging Netflix. Like Netflix gonna holler at you, Dr. Bryant. I mean, they may holler. They may do a story how you gaffled the game if it's a gaffle. If it's a complete gaffle, they may do it.
It's definitely a gaffle. Watch the next video. This is how you know. I'm about to tie it all together because the next video, I couldn't believe what I was watching. Like, damn. You know, like psychopathy is such a fascinating thing to actually watch. Very few of us actually get to like witness raw psychopathy. And that's the only word I can think of to describe somebody who lies like so boldly and with such clear eyes and just, you know, earnest. Like they lie earnestly, you know what I mean? Like that's a psychopath, you know what I mean? And when you see the Mark Lamont Hill interview with the president of her degrees university, like whatever Southwest Christian University, I think that's where she went and got her degree from. Mark Lamont Hill, he's got an interview with that dude coming up next. First of all, the nigga is like 31. He's like very young. He might even be in his 20s. He's like a really young looking dude. And it's just horrible. Watch, you'll see.
Mark Lamont Hill, when it comes to talking about it, when it comes to you, he take it easy. Because he still ain't got a lot to say. That's my man, too. I'm like, come on, Mark. I love him. Mark don't play about that doctor shit. Anything with doctor, Mark don't play about that shit, nigga. Mark is a certified stone cold doctor. That nigga went to school, sleepless nights. I think Mad Addy. I don't know. Mark is a stone cold doctor, nigga. Don't play around with Dr. Mark Lamont Hill, nigga. That doctor in front of his name is facts. That doctor in front of my man name is Fizzles, nigga. Watch your fucking mouth about Dr. Mark Lamont Fizzle, nigga.
So my nigga's a real doctor. None of this YouTube shit. My niggas don't order their degrees off Temu, all right? My nigga's a real doctor.
He not playing, so when he
got students and all of that.
I just don't want him to fall for the gaffy. When he talk about it, he talking about it. When he talk about it, he talking about it, nigga. Facts. I called her a slaw. Who I called a slaw? Cheyenne Bryant? No, I didn't. Hell no. Did I? I don't think she a slaw. I met her. I'm just saying there's women out here, like I'm saying, respect the game. How? That nigga's just saying that these are y'all lonely weirdos. Look. Never called her a slaw.
Queen's Flip keeping it a buck. I don't care about your paperwork. Queen's still trying to hit. Queen's Flip still trying to hit. He don't care about her fake paperwork, all right? She ain't faking no HIV test. He don't care. Long as she not faking an HIV test, he don't care about her fake paperwork.
I said there are women that was raised, that was slaws in Cincinnati, and then they are the top of the crop in LA. That doesn't apply to her. I'm saying respect the game. I'm saying you women that do that, there are women that do that. You should respect her move. If it's a gaffle.
Oh, you want to hear from Dr. Umar? Dr. Umar, you know that nigga, he is a pro-black Afro-simp, bro. Nigga Dr. Umar be Afro-simping. Like that nigga be simping and like motherland style.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant or Cheyenne Bryant I don't know where you stand with that. What is your position on Cheyenne Bryant and her degrees being in question?
I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. My obedience is to God, not to people.
I've gotten this question from many viewers, and I owe it to them.
You
in
do.
Service to
Absolutely.
Them. Bryant.
Baby.
I went through hell to finish. I went through hell to get my dissertation done. I went through racism. You feel me? They did not want me to graduate. And I fought. A 5-year program became 8, even though I was the first student in my cohort to have all of his research data collected.
Wait a minute. This nigga took 8 years to do a 5-year program? Hold up, man. Hold up. I'm not that good at math. You know, I'm probably like a B student at math, but I think that's too many years, bro. I think that's too many years. You should be on your way to 2 degrees from that program, bro. What do you mean? How would it take you 8 years to do a 5-year program? Like, you should be working on your next degree. What happened?
I had mine first, the last to graduate because of this and this. I earned it.
Yes.
I went through hell and I didn't go to no online school. I was in your class.
Put the work in.
I put the work in. I'm not bothered by whether she has a doctorate or not.
Yeah, you want to hit 2.
I would be bothered if she put herself out as a licensed psychologist and she's doing work as a licensed psychologist without the proper credential.
I think
now
they're saying
you're harming
that,
people.
I think that's part of it.
I haven't seen that. I did see one woman who claimed she was a client of Cheyenne Bryant. It wasn't clarified. At least I didn't see it clarified as to whether she was her client as a life coach or as a therapist. Because if you were her client as a life coaches don't have to be credentialed, you see. So I didn't see if Cheyenne Bryant misled anybody as to being something she wasn't, and that person trusted them to help them, then she was wrong. And she got to be held accountable for that. But simply parading herself around as a doctor, not having one, she ain't the first and she ain't the last.
Umar like, hey, man, bitches lie every day, B. What are you going to do? We going to not smash because bitches be lying? Oh, these niggas is terrible. These niggas is terrible. These some I did it all for the nookie ass niggas. Like, I don't care, man. Look, chicks lie every day, B. Which, I mean, technically that's not wrong, right? Chicks lie every day, B. You be all right. But, you know, Dr. Umar will do it all for the nookie. It's terrible, man. It's terrible.
How can you have that position when you just explained you worked so hard for yours? I would say
because working hard for me, I don't compare myself to people. See, all of this is about people comparing themselves. So you got black women comparing themselves to Cheyenne Bryant. And Cheyenne Bryant is on this big social media platform, very well known, popular, maybe making a lot of money. They have a problem with that more than her not having a credential. And why do I say that? It's because when people said I didn't have a doctorate, you remember when I went on Swollen Martin, coward ass punk. I went on Swollen Martin's show and he started trying to grill me about my credential.
Yes.
Guess what, Loon? He could have found out where I got my doctorate from real quick. He could have texted me and said, can I call your university? I just want to verify you before I bring you on my show because this is News One Now. I would have gave it to him, right? Mind you, after Roland Martin, I gave my university permission to tell people that I graduated from there in the degree that I got. In other words, Loon, I made it public for people to find out where I got my degree from.
Now we all understand Dr. Umar. He really trying to hit that. He looking for a multiple wife situation. He want Cheyenne because you know she educated and all that. He wants Cheyenne to lead his pack of wives. I'm not really pressed on Umar's opinion no more. I just wanted y'all to know. So somebody in the chat asked, especially like Umar is team Cheyenne. All right. Now, this is allegedly the president, Dr. Pitts. This nigga's a doctor too, apparently. Dr. Pitts, the president of Cheyenne Bryant University.
The only one. So literally the university was created.
And who's that one? Is it Cheyenne Bryant?
Cheyenne Bryant. The university was just established in May of 2026. So in regard to Dr. Bryant's narrative about the school not being registered, it was just started in May of 2026. So it's not going to have any type of standing online. It was just established in May of 2026.
How many doctors have you given out total since May?
That means this school could only possibly be a couple of months old, right? The school is only a couple months old, y'all. How you up here talking to all these big time people? You acting like you got all this wisdom and knowledge, and the school that you say you got your degree from is only a couple of months old. Tell me how that's possible. Tell me how you got a degree from a school that started up this summer. Think about it. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. That's damn near the summer. Like, that's the month right before summer officially started, right? Summer started in June. Your school opened up in May. Tell me how.
And I can't shut up.
How do it equivalate?
Tell me how it equivalates. Tell me. Shout out to True Hype. True Hype hit me with the $10 donation on buymeacoffee.com. If you want to support the show, you can just click the link over at the bottom of the chat. It's pinned to the chat. Buymeacoffee.com. Buy me a coffee at any size. True Hype with the $10. He says no. And you can make a comment that I'm obviously going to read out loud. We smoking that YouTube therapist pack tonight and blowing up them fake papers on the wall Negroes. Them fake paper on the wall Negroes. Hold on, let me say that again clearly. We smoking on that YouTube therapist pack tonight and blowing up them fake paper on the wall Negroes too. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I hit a woman for the first time in my life, and I'm having fun.
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! You make Hulk angry. You not like Hulk angry. Hulk no like fighting girls.
Only one.
So in the history of this school, which started
in May
8 weeks ago.
Yes.
You
How many weeks ago? Hold on. How many weeks old is your university?
Started
in May
8 weeks ago.
8 weeks
Yes.
ago?
So in the history of this school, which started
in May
8 weeks ago.
Yes.
You've given out one degree, and that is to Cheyenne Bryant. So if you've only been,
how are you the only doctor of theological psychology to ever graduate from your school? What the hell going on here? And the fact that y'all would even conspire to put this shit out on the internet, like this is what I mean about psychopathy, bro. These are clearly dangerous people. The fact that you would even put this type of shit out on the internet with your face on it and everything. You got your whole funny looking haircut with your little curly part from 1988. You really just going all the way with this. I'm telling you, these are dangerous psychopaths right here, because normal people can't just lie like this without feeling no shame.
Open for 8 or 9 weeks, how have you been able to do an earned doctorate? I mean, I understand an honorary doctorate because that's based on life contributions, social contributions, status, etc. But an earned doctorate is usually done through coursework. You couldn't do coursework in 2 months.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with what's required of an earned doctorate. It usually takes 4 to 6 years.
Yeah.
But as a private Christian university, we actually reserve the right to waive traditional policies and procedures. So
they waived 4 to 6 years of actual work. You realize what you could do in 4 to 6 years? That's probably how long it took like Michelangelo to carve David or some shit like that. Like 4 to 6 years. They carved, how long did it take to carve Mount Rushmore? They just waived 4 to 6 years of actual work.
How we conducted that particular decision was we initiated a process called prior learning assessment and credit for prior learning. And
yo, why Mark Lamar Hill? This whole interview, it looked like somebody took a shit in the room he was in, and he got that like he's trying to breathe through bullshit, but he don't want to like, he's trying to keep a straight face, but somebody definitely took a shit in the room that he was in. Like this whole interview, like listen to this talk, he really got the bullshit face. Like, this is some bullshit. But I'm Mark Lamar Hill, and I don't spaz out on nobody, you know what I mean? So I'm going to just keep it cool.
We actually reserve the right to waive traditional policies and procedures. So how we conducted that particular decision was we initiated a process called prior learning assessment and credit for prior learning. And what that is that's an assessment on one's previous
credit for prior learning, right? They giving you credit for literally being alive. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he's about to tell you. We gave her accreditation just for being alive, right? It's like when you take the SATs and you get like 500 points just for writing your name right.
Work in the field of psychology or theocentric psychology. And that is a process where we grant credits based on their vocational experience, their career background. There was also a forensic analysis conducted on the therapy sessions and life coaching sessions conducted by Cheyenne Bryant, and she has approximately 20 or more publicly available. And we made the assessment.
Oh, so that is the video. That's the diploma that you provided to Mark. Terrible. Think about what he's trying to spin us right now, right? I'm giving you a degree based on your real world, therapy. Like you just got up and it's like imagine I run onto the court at a an NBA game. I'm at the New York Nets or some shit. The Brooklyn Nets, rather. I'm running onto the court at a Brooklyn Nets game, and I just throw on a jersey. I already got my name and my number printed out. I just jump in the game. And eventually they're like, you know what? All right, fuck it, you can ball. Like that's basically what he's trying to say. Like, well, you was doing it, so you might as well give you the papers for it.
Waive traditional policies and procedures. So how we conducted that particular decision was we initiated a process called prior learning assessment and credit for prior learning. And what that is that's an assessment on one's previous work in the field of psychology or theocentric psychology. And that is a process where we grant credits based on their vocational experience, their career background. There was also a forensic analysis conducted on the therapy sessions and life coaching sessions conducted by Cheyenne Bryant, and she has approximately 20 or more publicly available. And we made the assessment based on her prior learning and her work in the field of psychology to provide her with this Doctor of Psychology and Theocentric Psychology degree. It's a very rare occurrence, but because it's a very controversial subject matter, we decided to take the step up and give her what she rightfully earned. We were compelled by her story about Arkansas University not providing transcripts and not having records. So we stepped up and gave her transcripts and her degrees.
Basically, they figured I can help a sister out. You got caught out there, and I'm gonna help you out.
Did you attempt to get her when you applied? Did you look at any of her transcripts?
I didn't actually have access to her transcripts. I didn't have access to her transcripts.
Why not?
That is a very tedious process to even.
This nigga Mark hit him with the people's eyebrow. That nigga really just did the people's eye. That shit raised Mark's eyebrow, y'all. Like, why not?
Acquire someone's transcripts. I have to contact previous universities. But what we did was made aware of.
Are you doing this interview? Like, think about this, right? You're the president of a university. You're giving out degrees to more or less high-profile figures, right? Like Cheyenne Bryant is becoming a relatively celebrity name, right? And you're doing an interview as the professor, as the what do you call it? What are you, the provost? You run the university, like you own a university, and you're doing an interview on a street corner in Brooklyn. Like I don't know where the hell this nigga at. Maybe he's in Indiana. I don't know. But this nigga's really doing an interview about a university he's the president of on a street corner. Like you couldn't even rent office space, bro.
Is that
she does have you just go online and you type the name, you enter it, you give them like I think a small fee. It takes about 5 minutes.
Yeah, unfortunately, we wasn't able to do that. However, we are aware that she does have a master's in psychology from the university.
Now look how he pushed through this part. I'm gonna run this back a few frames. Look how we just pushed right through that.
To even acquire someone's transcripts, I have to contact previous universities. But what we did was made aware of is that she does have.
You just go online and you type the name, you enter it, you give them like I think a small fee. It takes about 5 minutes.
Yeah, unfortunately, we wasn't able to do that. However, we are aware that she does have a master's in psychology from the University of Phoenix, based on the viral Netflix video that she posted. If you look,
think about this, right? He is the president of the Internet University, and he says, "I know she got a degree from the University of goddamn Phoenix, by the way." But you know, I'm not gonna hate on Phoenix. I've never been there. I hear it's wonderful. But she got a degree from the University of Phoenix, according to him, because he saw it on the wall in that troll video that we were just laughing at.
wasn't able to do that. However, we are aware that she does have a master's in psychology from the University of Phoenix, based on the viral Netflix video that she posted. If you look closely in the background, you'll see her master's of psychology degree. What we
you
did
affirmed her master's degree by zooming in on a Netflix video.
Yes. She claims on her public biography that she has a master's in psychology from University of Phoenix. And when you look on the video, you'll see it. Also, we did confirm her attendance at the doctoral level of her participating in courses at Argosy University as a doctor, as there are various students who stated that she was in the same class. So that's verification that she attended doctoral level classes at Argosy University. So that was one of the determining factors. I'm not aware of that, but
how do you know she passed any classes? You don't know anything. You know, some people said I was in class with her at once upon a time, but you have no official record of anything. All you got is literally he said, she said. That's literally what that's called in court. He said, she said.
However, based on her competency,
what if she attended all the classes and didn't pass any of them?
Based on her competency level and her aptitude level demonstrated in the videos, we're pretty sure that she passed the courses.
Are you a psychologist?
I am a therapist. Are
you trained as a psychologist?
I am trained as a psychologist.
So what do you look for? Because I'm not. That's what I'm asking. So what do you look for to know if someone has demonstrated competency in the field?
So number one, are you presenting psychological theories? Are you talking about behavioral theories? Are you demonstrating ideas about personality? Are you demonstrating ideas about motivation? Are you providing solutions to behavioral issues that exist? Now, what we will say is,
Freeman, am I off base? Because you clearly agree with me here, right? But this level of blatant lying, this is actual pure, true to form psychopathy. Like, these niggas not normal.
Are you talking about behavioral theories? Are you demonstrating ideas about personality? Are you demonstrating ideas about motivation? Are you providing solutions to behavioral issues that exist? Now, what we will say is she may not be an elite psychologist, but there are certain factors such as the solutions that she provided to couples.
She may not be elite. Oh man. Listen, bro, this is great. This is great internet stuff right here. So his clients are junkies. He's a street pharmacist. He got a degree in street pharmacology. But nah, man, this is horrible. This is terrible PR. I don't know why you would think this makes your image look any better. I mean, come on. Apparently, this is really her actual diploma from Indiana. I could print this shit out. I would probably have to go buy some type of little stampy thing to get the gold seal on there properly. But like, you could basically print that out at home. You get you some nice paper. You print that out. Get you a little handheld device to put the little gold stamp seal on it, and bam, you're a therapist and theocentric psychology. You got a degree in some shit that nobody ever heard of. Like that's actually the worst part. You were better off just being like, you know what? I went to Phoenix University. I know you got jokes, but I got my degree. I don't care, right? If you really went to Phoenix University, you could have just stood on that, all right? It's Phoenix, but it's still a university. I'm not going to say shit about it. I never went to college. Who am I to shit on Phoenix University? All I'm saying is you should have stood on that. But now you up here with this degree from a fake, you got a fake degree and a fake field of study from a fake university that the nigga just started up a month and a half ago. Come on, man. Come on. And you know what's really why I really enjoy this? This is like a downfall kind of moment. Because I don't recall Cheyenne Bryant ever having any of her public interview sessions with like women. She's always trying to get on the internet. She always trying to get on YouTube and trying to tell these men, these black men for that matter, but always getting on YouTube trying to tell these men how they living wrong. Like, bitch, you've been gaffling your whole life. Up here trying to tell niggas that done made it on their own, oh, you living wrong. You ain't loving them right. You ain't good. You ain't shut the hell up. Shit gaffle degree. This whole shit is retarded. I'm glad this whole thing is now falling apart around her ears now because you deserved it. You really had to know, like, who the hell are you to get up there on the internet and tell actual accomplished athletes, actors, and professionals that you ain't doing it right? What the hell do you do? You should go back to Phoenix University, actually. Get you a better degree in a better field of study. Stolen brains hour, that is crazy work. But that's really why I'm happy that this whole thing is falling apart, because I just never liked her tone anyway. It's like she just popped up on the scene like, I just know better than so many people. It's like, who are you? Who are you? You just came out of nowhere, fucking know-it-all with titties. Let this be a lesson to y'all, all right? The power of titties is vast, but it is not limitless, okay? Let that inspire the boys, all right? The power of titties may be vast and great, but it is not limitless, all right? Even the power of titties knows a limit. And Cheyenne Bryant just realized this is as far as her titties can go. That's it. That is it. You rode this far on titties and bikinis, and this is as far as you go. Yeah, titty power is vast but shallow. As dirty folk would say, she only have a degree where her clothes off. Oh, that's dope. That's real shit. You only got a degree with your clothes off. You only look smart with your bikinis on. All that other shit is just bitches talking. You really don't sound all that different, all that higher IQ. You don't sound all that much more educated than any other chick on the internet. But you got your degree, you know, the power of theocentric theology or psychology, theocentric psychology. Like, what does theocentric even mean? You just got a degree in words that just got made up. Like, they literally just made that word up and you got a degree in the shit. Like, how? Come on, man. Come on. But I'm enjoying this stuff, all right? Don't mind me. I'm about to get up out of here. We got to wrap this one up. I was enjoying this one thoroughly. I saw this pop up on my feed today. I'm like, you know what? Good for you. This is fucking good for you. Shout out to Mark Lamont Hill, by the way. I said I'm going to do this whole show and not talk bad about Mark Lamont Hill. Shout out to Mark Lamont Hill. He really like artfully and skillfully not even drag. He just peeled it back like layers on an onion. He let the onion bloom. Mark let the onion bloom. Shout out to Mark Lamont Hill, man. I'm happy that we finally got to the bottom of it. He cracked this shit wide open. Cracked it wide the fuck open. And I really couldn't be happier for the nigga today. Thank you, Mark Lamont Hill, for your great work. and dragging the YouTube therapist down the peg. Because every now and then, every now and then, people just need to be taken down the peg. And I feel like Mark got his shit off. What's the name too? What was that other dude? Torre. Torre put out some great work today. A lot of guys came through in the clutch on this one, man. A lot of the bros really teamed up on this one. All the niggas I really hate came together like Voltron on this one. It was really dope. It really was dope. You ever gotta like thank all the niggas you hate for some shit? It's like a lot of the niggas that I really don't like, they all came together to make something beautiful. And I really gotta respect that. I really do. But we're gonna get up out of here today, man. I appreciate y'all coming out. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for hitting the pen. Thank you for coming and watching the show. Please, if you want to support the show, remember to catch me on Venmo at The Hoodservative. And while you're still here, you can click the link in the chat. Click the link pinned to the chat. You can buy me a coffee. I like coffee. I like coffee, tea, any hot beverage. But, you can buy me a drink over there at buymeacoffee.com. Other than that, we are done.
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have, that isn't freedom. That isn't going to help anybody. It's certainly not going to help Black people.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, not nice.
No, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You need to leave? No, bitch.
Okay.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.